We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Atlanta Braves and the Boston Red Sox. Interleague Baseball, next. Nate Eovaldi will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. It seems like the more trouble he gets in, the better he pitches. Really tough to hit with runners in scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why his team loves when he's out on the mound. He doesn't give up very many crooked numbers.
Leading off tonight for Atlanta,
he'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Inciarte.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
On a swing, and he popped him up. Off to the left in foul territory. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and no one will get this one. Temperature here at game time, 61 degrees. Popped him up. Devers in foul ground, and no one will track it down. Now another 1-2.
Ball, that's inside.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. One gone.
The right fielder, Nick Markakis.
So one away here with the bases empty, and standing in the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away. Markakis is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
The 1-2. This is skied into short left center. Chatham calls for it. He's got it, and there are two down now.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I gotta believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Now the 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Verdugo's got it, and with it, the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score. Felix Hernandez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Digging in now, Mitch Moreland. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Moreland.
Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. The 0-1 delivery. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Mitch Moreland is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the first. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. As Hernandez is going to jump ahead of him here with strike one. He comes in with that average way down at 180. 5 homers and 19 driven in. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he got him.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with
Batting
an
third.
opportunity to do some
The third
damage.
baseman.
So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. Now a check swing here. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Ricky Holiday. Ball 1. Hernandez looks in. Here it is on 1-0. Hit out towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. And ending in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Stepping in, Ronald Acuna. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season.
Acuna Jr.
Here comes the first pitch. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1. Right side, fair ball down the line. He'll get it into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Here's Marcell Ozuna as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit this year. Fouled off. Acuna leads off second with nobody out. And this one's off the fists as he fights this one off, but foul. The 0-2 once more. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Ozuna is retired, and there's one away.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. It was a two-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball, that's out.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Albies with a 1-1 count now.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
The 1-2.
I got the count. 2-2.
No score here as we play inning number 2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Lifted in the air to center. Verdugo waits on it. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
That is 7. The catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Stepping in for the Braves, Tyler Flowers. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here comes the first pitch. This one's down to third. Devers has it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for Atlanta. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the DH.
Leading off
J.D.
for the
Martinez.
Red Sox, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now. Pitch on the way. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And a curious looking swing that time, as he likely had ball 4 there, but instead it's 3-1. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. Solo shot to right center, and even 30 home runs on the year. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now.
Good. The second baseman.
Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1.
Bogaerts.
Count 1-0.
Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. come back with one in the third as the count moves to 2-1 now. Hernandez, commonly known as King Felix, of course. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Sinker misses, ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here's the first pitch to him. Kevin Plawecki is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Check by Hernandez. The pitch. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
And he fouls this one off. Nobody out, runner on first. Got him.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box now, Kevin Pillar. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. The 1-0.
Two balls, one strike, the count.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Oh, not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Andrew Benintendi, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. The 3-1. Red Sox on top in the early going. 1-0 as we play the second. Inside, he misses, ball 4.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks in bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
2 on here with 1 man out. And up next, the exciting left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi. First offering on its way. Comes set, and the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Nope, that's down.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 1-2. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And the runner will score from second. The relay throw. And he's in there with a 2-run triple.
That's a monster at bat right
Batting
there.
ninth.
A 1-run
The
lead is
shortstop.
fine and everything, but a 3-run cushion feels a lot better. And that's where they stand right now after that 3-bagger.
In now, C.J. Chatham, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 3 runs already home and a potential 4th standing at third base. 1-0 pitch on the way.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
2-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
And it misses. 3-1 now.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
3-1. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
There's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
From the stretch. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Moreland stands 6'2" as you see him in the left-handed batter's box. He was a 17th round pick back in the draft of 2007.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Hit hard on the ground is short, and that's through. A base hit, and that'll bring home another as they open it up to a 4-0 advantage now.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
Stepping in now, Alex Verdugo. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. Back goes Markakis, still going back. And that is into the visitors' bullpen, a home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him as this lead swells to 7-0.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Here comes the Braves manager out as he'll take that slow walk toward the mound. And his arrival is going to mark the end of the evening now for Felix Hernandez. So he'll make a beeline for the showers, I'm sure, as he's going to want to put this awful night behind him as quickly as possible.
Your attention, please.
Is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway.
Okay. Now batting, third baseman, Rafael
Here now is
Devers.
Rafael Devers. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball one. A ball and a strike. Now it looks like the Braves are going to get a lefty up and throwing in their bullpen. The 1-1 home. Just catches the inside corner for strike two.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. Three and two, the count for Rafael Devers. J.D. Martinez waits on deck. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He
Now
took the
batting,
hat trick with 3
the
strikeouts
designated
yesterday,
hitter,
and here's
J.D.
another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to
Martinez.
simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. His head-to-head with Darren O'Day. He's 1 for 5. The 1-0 home.
That's ball two.
O'Day, a native Floridian. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
Oh, he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Xander Bogaerts would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Here's the pitch. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. Final damage here, 10 come to the plate, 7 runs score. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Reds. Now in the box, Charlie Culberson. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. Weak grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
And the next in is Johan Camargo. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line.
Nope.
And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest. 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And he misses. 2-1. Down the first baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Bases are empty. One man out. And another foul ball. Here now the 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball three. Now the payoff pitch home. And it's fouled away. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he takes ball four. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ender.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Ender Inciarte. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Left side, but well foul.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Hit out towards second. Bogarts to his left. He's there. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Nick Markakis digging in now. Here's the first pitch to him.
0-1's the count.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. On a big swing there from Markakis. He didn't get it to make it strike 2.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare.
And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 2-run shot for Nick Markakis, number 196 for his career, and it's a 7-2 game now.
Hey, that wasn't that bad of a splitter down in the zone, but it got a little bit too much of the plate, and he was able to get the barrel of the bat to it and lift it up into the air.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Freddie Freeman.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
2 strikes.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. But 2 in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this 2-run home run. We play 2.5. It's the Red Sox 7 and the Braves 2. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Red Sox,
Riding in for Boston,
the second baseman,
Bogaerts. He worked the walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Inside, ball one.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the way.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
now batting.
Now with
The
the plate,
catcher,
Kevin Plawecki
Kevin
looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. In there, strike one.
Hey, I don't blame this guy right here. I would have took the first pitch myself. All you got is kneecaps and elbows coming at you.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
They say the toughest pitch in baseball is a located fastball. I disagree. That nasty slider is tough to hold up on.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike two. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing
The right
pitches and
fielder,
location,
number 5.
but he threw that all out
Kevin.
the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
At the plate now, Kevin Pillar. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball one. Runners on first with one down. Two and oh now. 2-1 the count of Pillar.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. As a look, now the pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
You know what was really impressive to me about that
Now
strikeout?
batting,
He
left
fell
fielder,
behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
And he lays off there, 1-0. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at-bat. Oh, much pitch, too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Set, and the 2-1 pitch. Late that time for a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And not in time as the run scores. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
At the plate, C.J. Chatham, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Ball, that's outside. Ball.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
The 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
3-1, and he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now
right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Digging in and looking for more, Mitch Moreland. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
1-2 now.
1 and 2.
2 down, runners at first and second. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. The 1-2.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas. So when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit, or at least force him out of the game.
Towards center field. Acuna is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Red Sox strike for a run on the RBI double. We played 3 full. It's the Red Sox 8 and the Braves 2. Acuna digs in now. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, man, I think they just need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Now here it comes. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. 1-1.
Well, that's in.
Now the pitch. Oh my,
うわー、これ
this
は
ball
持
is
っていかれ
crushed.
た。
Where will this one end up? Out of here to the
さすが
deepest
です。
part of the yard. Solo shot to right center. Number 17 for him on the season. As they cut the gap a bit, it's now an 8-3 ball game.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best
さすが
players in
4
their
番で
lineup,
す。
it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
またええ音してますね。
The left fielder,
Now
number
time is
20,
called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Ozuna.
And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Hit down the third baseline. Devers fields it cleanly. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting, the second baseman, Ozzy Albies.
Digging in to try it again, Ozzy Albies. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd. A foul ball. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Fouled away. And that's in there for a called third strike on the split-fingered fastball. 2 away.
The batter.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And next to bat will be the catcher, Tyler Flowers. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right
That's
there.
high.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. Now here it comes. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
Fouled off. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. One for the Braves in the inning, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Red Sox 8 and the Braves 3.
Your
Grant
attention,
Dayton,
please.
a 6'2"
Now pitching
left-hander,
for Atlanta,
jogs in to take over
Number
on the
75,
hill.
Grant Dayton.
Stepping up now, Alex Verdugo. He went deep
Leading
to the
off
tune of a
for the
3-run
Red Sox,
job his last time up.
the center fielder, Alex Verdugo.
Here comes the first pitch. And he runs it in on him and gets him to swing through it for strike 1. Oh, 1, here it comes. Fastball called for strike 2.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Here's the 0-2.
That's out.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Braves are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
Here's the first pitch to him. Rafael Devers is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
2-1, here it is. To 2-2 now.
2 strikes.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now. 3-2. J.D. Martinez is on deck. Ball 4.
Now batting, the designated hitter, J.D.
So 1 down in the inning here with the runner at first. And that'll bring up the dangerous bat of J.D. Martinez. From the belt, the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And that misses 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there.
Now
that's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready with the 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He certainly got this guy on the defensive.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. Red Sox leave one, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll bring in the Georgia native Charlie Culberson.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Hit on the ground to short, scooped up. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, the third baseman, Johan Camargo.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And up next, the utility man, Johan Camargo. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Benintendi in pursuit. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Ender Inciarte.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Ender Inciarte. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First offering on its way. Swing and a liner. In time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki.
Leading off
0 for 2
for the
from him
Red
so
Sox.
far in this one.
The catcher, Kevin Plawecki.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 1-2. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Back goes Ozuna, and it's off the Green Monster. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
That's what good hitters do. You
The
get a
right
pitch you
fielder,
like, and
number
you just
5.
explode on it.
Kevin.
He blasted that one over the left fielder's head for an easy double.
Standing in, Kevin Pillar. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Pillar is exactly a .260 hitter. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. It's on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Man at second with 1 down, and with it brings the left-handed swinging Andrew Benintendi.
まだ投げますか。完全にスタミナなくなってます。
First pitch on its way.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike
One
one.
ball, one strike.
One out and a runner on second base. Just got a piece of that one. Perhaps shortening up now will get the ball in play.
いやー、昨日の夜中の乱打戦はすごかったですね。
Here's the 1-2
あ
delivery.
ー、打
Towards
っ
second.
たー。
And
ちょ
this
っ
will
と
be
届
put
かんか
away
った。
easily for the out.
まあ、ピーチな、
Now
多
that
分ピーチャーやから、その辺は。
DJ Shadow.
At the plate, CJ Chatham. A couple of walks for him thus far.
まだ投げさせてますな。そんな無理さすと怪我しますからね。
Here's the first pitch to him. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right
こ
here.
うそれ
He
で
got
も
a swing
球
on a
速
high
いですね。
fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and
こ
climb
ん
the
なに
ladder.
球威も変わってない。
0-1 count and the pitch. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Fly ball right down the line in left.
この回は投げろみたいな感じなんですかね。あんまりピッチャー使いたないんですよね。
From the belt, kicks and deals.
All two.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
I think he's shown you right there. He was trying to put you away with the off-speed pitch. Have to be leery of that right there and take pull side away. That'll keep you on all stuff, fastballs and the off-speed.
Albies into shallow center. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. One left for the Red Sox, but they lead it by a count of 8-3.
昨日のマジですか。そんなとこでも出たんですか。
Top half of the sixth about to get started, and next it'll be the
相変わら
outfielder,
ず
Nick Markakis.
収まらんですね。
Markakis.
さあ、変えましょうか。
Darwin's and Hernandez
your
takes over to
attention,
start
please.
the sixth inning on the
Now
mound.
pitching for the Red Sox. Number 63, Darwinson Hernandez.
なんやかんや一年中誰かしら感染するんちゃいますか。完全に収まらんちゃいますね、確かね。なくなっそうな感じでありな
Ready
がら
to
また出
deliver.
てく
Here's
る
the
って。
first pitch.
Nope. Outside.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
まあ、ワク
I
チ
think
ン
it's
もな
about
んか
time
だ
to
い
choke
ぶ
up on that bat and get that foot
で
down.
きてきてる
He's
みたい。
awfully tardy
Ball
right now.
inside.
And Markakis lays off here. It's 2-1. Hernandez has some of the absolute
今
best
まだ試
strikeout
験段
stuff
階
in the
です。
game today, at least among bullpen arms. His
まあ
strikeouts
イン
per
フルエンザ
nine
み
is
た
a
いななっ
number
てくる
that's
んちゃいます。
usually through the roof.
This guy was tailor-made, Matty V, to be a relief pitcher. He comes out of the bullpen, guns a-blazing. Two pitches that he can strike you out with, and more
年中
importantly,
誰か
he
しらが
comes
感
out with
染
an
するっ
attitude,
ていう
and that attitude is nasty, and he gets a lot of swings and misses.
Pilar is over a few steps as he puts it away for the
The
first
first
out.
baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Stepping into the box, Freddie Freeman. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. One out, nobody on. And he falls behind 0-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone.
pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count
center
0-2
fielder,
and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. In there, and it's even at 1.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Now 1 hit foul over to the right side as the count moves to 1-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here comes the first baseman, Mitch Moreland.
The first baseman,
30本で見ればいい。まだ投げるんですか？すごいですね。どこまで引っ張るんでしょう。完全になくなっているんですけど。
Now here's the pitch.
その割に球威はあるというね。チーターですか、これは。
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball
ま
2.
さかまだ投げると
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little
どん
early
だ
to
け
try
ピ
to
ッチャー
pump
使い
up
たく
on
な
a
いんですよ
fastball
ね。
and sailed on it.
2-1 now to the
やた
Boston
らス
leadoff
トレー
hitter.
トメインになっているタイプ。
All even now, 2-2.
4球ともストレートです。もうそろそろスライダーとか変化球きそうですけどね。あえてストレート。連続ストレートです。とことん裏書いてきます。大概でももう変化球です。いや、またストレート。
Several inches below the zone, in fact. Alex
全部ストレー
Verdugo
トです。
waits on deck.
次もストレートやったりして。
Now the 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
最後はスライダー。
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch. It hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Standing in now, Alex Verdugo. As with 1 away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
The count is 2-1.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Hit softly down the line at first. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2.
まあでも全然変えてこない。
Now here's the pitch.
と
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. The 3-2 one more time.
なんとか食らいついてますけど。
inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball
粘り
4.
勝ちで
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch.
Now batting.
All you want to do in that
The
count is
third
make a
baseman.
competitive pitch, but that
Rafael.
one wasn't even sniffing the
Devers.
zone, and he let him get away.
Striding in once again, Rafael Devers. Now the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. Runners on first with one down. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
2-2. Swing on and miss, strike 3.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Here's J.D. Martinez. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
スタミナないけど自信はたっぷりみたい。
Ready with the 1-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Two and 0 count, and the pitch. The count now at 2-1. 2 out with the man at first. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now a swing, and this ball is crushed straight away center field. Looking up Acuna, and it's gone.
残念に残在な15発打ち込んで、これで変えてくるでしょうね。
Two-run shot to straight away center, his second home run of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
これで投げてきたらやばいです。
Second home run of the game right there. He is
おはようございます。
locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
もう変えるでしょう。変えないとおかしいでしょ。ピーター・チャンス。今で投げる気なんすか。
Into the box, Xander Bogaerts. He swings and misses at a first pitch fastball.
じゃあやばい。
He was sat down on
どこま
strikes
で
in
投
his
げさ
last
せて
at
ない。
bat.
完全にもうスタミナもないんですけど。
Here's the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Acuna going back. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. The throw into second, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base
Now
hit.
batting, catcher.
And I thought for sure we were going to see back-to-back jacks right there.
Well, when you serve up pitches like that, Natty, you know these hitters
なん
put
か
some
言
good
うてま
swings
す
on
ね。
them.
ほんまか
That's
どう
what
か知ら
happens
ない
here
けど。
as he blasts this
財
thing.
布の
The
中
last
身
two hitters have really set the stage.
Yeah, so now we'll see if the next guy
ま
can
だ
keep
投
this
げる。
train rolling.
すごいですね、これ。
To the
どこ
plate
まで
now,
も
Kevin Plawecki.
投げ続ける。
Fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at
精
bats to
神
this
的
point.
で、精神的っていうか、なんていうか、気合で投げてるんですかね。
Now the 1-0.
こんだけ打たれてもまだ投げるという。ああ、そうなんか。
Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
The 1-2.
そう。
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
ああ、でもまた
Well, the Red Sox strike for 2 on the 2-run homer. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters to start the 7th, and it's now 10-3. Ready for another chance? Marcell Ozuna. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
To 1-2 now. 2-2 to Marcell Ozuna. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
And this will find the wall deep in the corner. Throw into second.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
So up steps Ozzy Albies, standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. A runner at second, nobody out. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
何点とかある。
That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 2-2 one more time. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
Well, you got to love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball. And if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. No hits to this point. Hanging curveball taken, though, for a second strike.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball, or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off.
よっしゃ
Now a fastball. Oh, strike 3 called on a pitch that looked inside. Instead, it's out number 2.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's
いい
favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
1 ball, no strikes to count. 2 out here and a runner at second. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. From the belt, the pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
Johan Camargo would be next. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Well, this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. Braves strand 1. They'll need to do better than that. It's 10-3.
Your attention,
Jackson
please.
enters now in a
yeah,
mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where
Number
it
77, Luke Jackson.
Striding in, Kevin
あ
Pillar.
あ、そん
He's
なに出た
in his 2
For the Red
at-bats so
Sox.
far.
The right fielder,
常連客も感染したんか
come on.
うん。
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Way inside with that one, a pretty
あ、
easy
常
take
連
there.
さんも結
Now some
構
action in the Braves
通っ
bullpen
て
as
ます
they'll
もん
stand
ね。
up a right-hander to get loose. That's wide, 2-0. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up
か
a
なり
foul
甘い
ball.
球で
Now the payoff pitch home. Is swung
Wow.
on and missed. He got him.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late
Now
action that
batting,
just darts
left
at the
fielder,
last minute. They're so
Andrew.
tough to get
Yeah.
the bat on,
That is
and when you've got
big.
that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. He
おっ
pulls
し
this
ゃ
one
ー、ベ
into
ニーさ
right. Around first, he's
ん、
digging
大
for
当たり
second. And that will hop over the wall now
Now
as he'll
batting.
be awarded second
The
base
shortstop.
here. It's a ground
DJ.
rule double.
When you play in this
Yada.
spot where the fences are shorter, this is going to happen more often than any other ballparks.
Into the box now, C.J. Chatham as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1. Chatham, a native Floridian. This is his first year at the big league level. 0-1 count and the pitch. Jackson has tossed over 30 innings so far this season. And when you look at his whip over those innings, it's not a particularly pretty number, over 1.5. So he's often dealing with a lot of traffic on the base paths, unfortunately. 1-2 to the Boston shortstop.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Sharp ground ball
Wow,
to third.
これはました。
Camargo picks it up cleanly, and that's the second
16
out.
人、3人、昨日3人。
Now batting, the first baseman, Mitch Moreland.
Digging in, Mitch Moreland. He went down on strikes last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball well outside. 2 out here and a runner at second. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
Two and one to the Red Sox first baseman. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball is looked at for strike two.
2-2 now.
And it's fouled away. Ready with another 2-2. Drilled to the right side. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on it because they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
The center fielder, number 99.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
At the plate now, Alex Verdugo. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. And they're runners at the corners now. The 0-1 on its way. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more.
The count is 1 and 2.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. And now the count is full for the Boston center fielder.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Good battle. Count remains full. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. Boston strands a couple. They still lead by 7. It's 10-3.
あれ見逃しとった。またフォアボールでしたけどね。
So here's Johan Camargo. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Matt Barnes has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
夢でああ、そらえらいこっちゃですな。
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Camargo, a 25-year-old. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. The 1-0. Fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
That's count 1 and 2.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Wow.
Back up the middle. And this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Ender and Ciarte will be the next to bat. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. They could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. In there, strike 2.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one.
Nope.
Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out.
どうしようか。
And he comes back with a fastball. 1 and 2 now. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Hit hard on the ground at first. Moreland is there. There's 1 onto the pitcher covering, and it's in time. A double play, and the inning is over. This one pretty well in the bag. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Red Sox on top, 10 to 3. Mark Melanson comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Mark Melanson.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll give way to the 3rd baseman, Rafael Devers.
The 3rd baseman, Rafael Devers.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball.
Out of play off to the right. It's 1 and 1. Here's the pitch. Melanson has over 40 innings on his line so far and sports an ERA right around the major league average at just over 4. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
3 and 2, full count. Another full count pitch home.
Yes.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the 3rd base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
He almost got him to commit there as we take another look at it in slow motion. He comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, J.D. Martinez. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-2. A runner at first with no outs here. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That was some nice execution on that pitch.
The
Spotted
batter,
it
number
nicely
2,
down around the
second
bottom of the
baseman,
zone. And when you do
Xander.
that, especially with 2 strikes,
Bogart.
not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
完全なボール球でしたね。
So now to the plate, Xander Bogaerts, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. Runners on first with 1 down. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around, and no argument, and it's 1-1. And that misses 2-1.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
The 2-1 home. Fouled off.
甘かったですね。
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be
Now
a tough
batting,
pitch to
catcher,
hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
At the plate, Kevin Plawecki, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone over the monster and out onto Lansdowne Street.
さらに2点追加。
It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 5 on the year as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Yeah, Matty V. Well, D-Row, you kind of expect a high-scoring game with that green monster here at Fenway.
Yeah, it changes your whole mindset.
Now
Right
batting,
center's out of the
the right
equation.
fielder,
Dead right field's out of the equation. Goes to 380 at its deepest part. Unless you want to hit one down to pesky pole, you're looking to pepper that green monster.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Your
Marcus
attention,
Wilson
please.
will come on now as
Pink
the
hitting
pinch
for the
hitter.
Red Sox. Number 39, Marcus Wilson.
Swing and a miss here. He's behind in the count now, 0-2.
いやいやい
Bases
や
are。empty here with 2
な
men
ん
out.
ぼブレーブスとはいえ、これは無理ですわ。
And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3 and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home
あ、
run.
でも次の
Ninth
試合
inning
おそら
coming
く
up. Boston's
難易
out
度
in
が
front,
最強になる。
12-3.
レジェンドクラスになるんちゃいます、これ。
Your
Marcus
attention,
Wilson
please.
will stay in the
A
game,
defensive
taking
change
over in
for the
right
Red
field
Sox.
and batting in the 8th
Now
spot.
playing right field, number 39, Marcus
Sliding into the box,
Wilson.
Freddie Freeman starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back
the
in this
first
one.
baseman,
Yeah,
number
not
5.
a lot of hope for them at this
Freddie.
point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Down and away, ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 balls and a strike to Freeman.
ああ、でも打ってるときは打っとった方がね。
Drilled down the
うわお、
line.
入ってる
And
か。
this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double. Well, it's always daunting to know that you've got to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start out an inning, but even more so when the 3 hitter starts it out with a double.
Yeah, he's going to have to start making some good pitches to get out of this
時
thing.
間くらい
Job number 1
こ
is
こ
to
か
get the next
ら
guy.
連打
And
で
ideally, you keep
大
him
逆
from
転。
advancing the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
In now, Ronald Acuna.
Count
As the
1-0.
first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. hit in the air out to center field. Verdugo waits on it. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here
now
with one gone.
The left fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
Into the box, Marcell Ozuna. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. One out and a runner on third. High in the air out to center field. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzy Albies.
Stepping in, Ozzy Albies. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. He's set and the pitch.
Nope. Ball 1.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
He's set and the 2-1 pitch. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes.
Struck him out. Atlanta, good night.
This was just a nice win for these guys. They did most of their damage in that big second inning and did what they had to the rest of the way to secure this win.
12-4 is the final in this game. The Boston Red Sox took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Nate Eovaldi earns his 5th winner of the year. Felix Hernandez allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
いやー、打ちまくりましたね、今日は。
The winning pitcher is Nathan Eovaldi. His record is now 5-2. The loss goes to Felix Hernandez. He falls to 5-4. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Fenway Park, 37,755. We'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.
タイムリーからホームランまでいろいろ出ましたね。 ああ、打ちまくりましたね。ここでの連勝はでかいですね、やっぱ。まあ、一回休んで、カブスですね。あ、ダルビッシュじゃないですか、次。レイズ負けてますよ。ヤンキースは勝ってますね。ってことは、またゲーム差が縮まって、1ゲームですね、今度また。まあ、まだまだ大混戦ですね、これは。うわ、ドジャースだけはもう、ほんまに独走ですね、これ。17ゲームってこれ。さあ、終わりますか。さあ、では、お疲れ様です。